Now, don't get me wrong, trying to gain weight and bulk up as a skinny guy can be a pain in the ass, but it can be done. It's possible. If you don't know who I am, my name is Sean. I make content helping skinny guys build muscle because I've spent the last basically 3 years of my life going from this to what I look like now, which is this. So I kind of know what I'm talking about at this point. Now, over the years, I've come up with a few habits that I've started doing that make it easier to bulk up and gain size as fast as possible, especially if you're a skinny guy, just like I was. I don't want to call them hacks because I don't want to be like a typical gym influencer that lies to you guys that, it's gonna be easy to gain weight and size. It's not. However, it can be done with these 3 methods that I'm about to share with you guys. So the first habit that I started doing that has helped me to build a considerable amount of size and muscle in a faster period, I have centered my gym routine to make sure that I have one non-negotiable lift targeting the muscle that I'm training that day. Let me explain. Say for example, I'm doing chest today. Instead of going to the gym and doing 5 different movements for my chest, all trying to make sure that I get the same amount of energy into every single different movement, I make sure I have one lift in that session that's gonna be non-negotiable, which I have to do every single week. All other exercises around this lift will be able to change. I can tweak them over the weeks, but this particular lift does not change. Let me give you guys an example. If you're going to train legs, if your leg routine has got Bulgarian split squats, it's got leg extensions, it's got hamstring curls, the non-negotiable movement of this leg day is gonna be squats. Now, if you've decided that squats is gonna be your non-negotiable lift, you're gonna make sure that every single week you're going to train your legs, you're gonna make sure you give this lift the most amount of your energy. For example, I have chosen the incline bench press to be my main chest movement, and as such, I'm gonna make sure that when I go to the gym to train chest, this is gonna be the main movement. Is going to be where I focus most of my energy, and I'm probably going to do this at the start of my chest days. Another benefit of this is that you can track your progress. To succeed at this, you have to make sure that you choose an exercise that's going to be right for you, right for that body part. For example, don't go saying that you're going to train chest and the main non-negotiable movement of your chest day is going to be dips or incline dumbbell press. That's going to give you guys more gains because it's a wonderful movement for the chest. You can progressively overload in and it's going to give you gains. The next habit that I developed, and that's gonna be changing your mindset. Changing your mindset in terms of your workouts, in terms of what you have to do when you go to the gym. Most people treat workouts like a to-do list. Bench press, pull-ups, curls, abs. You just, you find someone is just checking their phone, they've gone to the gym. Oh, I have 2 sets of pull-ups, let me go do that, get that out the way. I have 2 sets of barbell curls, let me go do that, get out the way. That's not gonna help you guys build muscle. That's basically treating the workout as a chore, and that's not what you want to do. You want to go into the gym, but you know what? Today, whatever happens today, I'm gonna deadlift this thing for 1 more rep more than I did last week. That's gonna be the main thing that's gonna get you to build muscle at a faster pace. Instead of going to the gym every week and just, looking at your phone and saying, okay, I have to do this and this and this and get it out the way. If you go into the gym like you're going for war, and I know that sounds cringy, but you want to go into the gym and say, today, I have to get more reps than I did last week. I have to lift more weight than I did last week. Once you already achieve that, the workout is finished. Everything else is going to be supplemental. You've literally already won the workout. So changing my mindset, not treating the workouts as a chore, as like something like a to-do list, gave me massive gains because progressive overload became non-negotiable. My last habit, I wouldn't really say it's a habit, I would say it's become a rule for me. And this is going to be listen to your body. Forget about the workout plan. Forget about what the app is saying. If the app is saying that you have to train legs today and you feel your glutes are still sore because you trained legs 2 days ago, don't do it. Do something else or take a day off. Guys, listen to your body. You cannot go to the gym and say, I have to train chest today no matter what, yet my pecs are still sore from my last chest session, yet my front delts are not fully energized, ready for the session. When you wake up, listen to your body. If you're still feeling like your chest is still sore, train legs, train arms, do something else. It's not just a matter of, focusing on these workout programs and all these things, I know most of you guys use these apps you see from influencers, these apps which tell you today you have to do this. It's good to try to copy someone's workout routine or stuff like that. But let me tell you guys something. If you're a skinny guy trying to build muscle and you're using someone else's workout program, say one of these YouTubers or influencers, the first thing you guys need to understand and get in your heads, is that these guys, some of them are on steroids. They're on enhancement drugs. As such, you cannot copy the same amount of volume that these people are doing. You cannot copy the same amount of rhythm that these guys are doing. Their bodies take a shorter period to recover than yours. So if you're using an influencer's gym app, for example, and it's saying today you have chest, after 2 days you have chest again, you can't go into that chest day, you're already sore, you're not going to give 100%, and you're most likely not going to PR as well. And what's the point of going to the gym if you're not going to do better than you did last time? Move your leg session to a further date. Move it later down the week to when you're fully energized and fully fresh, and you're going to go into the gym and give it your all. That's gonna be all for this video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys on the next one.